What the hell going on?
And you've come to the most dangerous planet in the universe. Here, you're not the predator. You're the prey.
Welcome back, movie hunters. HBO Max just quietly loaded its library with some of the best movies from 2025, and we've handpicked the very best of them for this list, ranked by community votes, our own watching experience, and pure watchability. These are the real must-sees, packed with horror, sci-fi, superhero action, crime drama, survival, hunting, and more. No fillers, no wasted time, just straight-up bangers you need to watch. Dead of Winter, 2025.
You hurt. I'm not leaving you.
In snowbound Minnesota, a grieving woman's journey is interrupted when she discovers a teenage girl held captive in a remote cabin. With no phone service and hours from town, she realizes she is the girl's only chance. Facing armed captors in a deadly storm, she must summon courage to fight for survival. Directed by Brian Kirk, Dead of Winter blends isolation, suspense, and raw emotion into a chilling psychological thriller. Eddington, 2025.
I used to think that you were some big deal, but I am a much better human being than you.
Who are you talking to? There's nobody here.
In the fictional town of Eddington, New Mexico, May 2020 brings unrest as a bitter mayoral election pits Sheriff Joe Cross against Mayor Ted Garcia. Amid the pandemic and nationwide protests, tensions erupt into a violent standoff that fractures the community. Neighbors turn on neighbors, alliances crumble, and the town becomes a microcosm of America's turmoil. Eddington is a dark, satirical thriller that dramatizes America's political and social fractures through a small-town standoff. The Conjuring Last Rites, 2025.
This thing in your house is a demon. It's the first one that we ever encountered. We were young. We were scared. We ran away.
Ed and Lorraine Warren face their most terrifying case when the Smurl family's dream home becomes a nightmare of demonic infestation. As shadows spread and possessions intensify, the Warrens must confront entities that threaten faith, family, and sanity. Haunted mirrors, visions, and violent manifestations push them to the brink. This 9th installment in the Conjuring franchise delivers a chilling climax where courage, prayer, and sacrifice are the only weapons against evil. Warfare 2025.
Alpha 2, we might have guys starting to move on our position.
Copy, we're getting a buildup of activity here too.
Yeah, I definitely see weapons at this point.
Yeah, we have definite massing.
In 2006, Ramadi, Iraq, Navy SEAL Platoon Alpha 1 embarks on a surveillance mission that quickly unravels. Trapped in hostile territory, they seize a house under cover of darkness, confronting civilians, insurgents, and the brutal uncertainty of war. Told in real time through the memories of those who lived it, Warfare captures the chaos, courage, and brotherhood of soldiers fighting for survival in one of the Iraq War's deadliest battles. Bring Her Back 2025.
I think there's something wrong with Laura.
Oh my God, what is it? We can bring her back.
What are you doing?
He's gonna bring her back! You need as much as he's gonna bring her back!
After a tragic accident leaves Andy and Piper orphaned, they are placed with Laura, a foster mother, in a secluded home. At first empathetic, Laura's grief hides sinister intentions. The siblings uncover an occult ritual meant to resurrect Laura's drowned daughter, pulling them into a nightmare of possession and sacrifice. Bring Her Back is a haunting folk horror where family bonds are tested against forces older and darker than love. Ballerina 2025.
How do I start doing what you do?
Looks like you already have.
Eve Macaro, a gifted ballerina raised in the Ruska Roma, transforms her discipline into lethal skill after her family is murdered. Trained in a secretive school that doubles as an assassin's network, she embarks on a quest for vengeance, navigating the High Table's deadly codes and shadowed alliances. Elegance becomes weaponry as Eve confronts mercenaries and debts, proving that grace can hide true resolve in a world where survival requires blood. Final Destination, Bloodlines 2025.
Death is coming for our family.
I said, oh, 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 oh,
Stephanie, a college student haunted by recurring nightmares, learns she has inherited her grandmother's gift of premonition. Decades earlier, her grandmother foresaw a skyscraper collapse in 1969, saving lives but binding her bloodline to death's design. Now visions of her family's demise intensify, and Stephanie must uncover the truth to break the cycle. It is the 6th entry in the Final Destination franchise, delivers a chilling continuation where fate, family, and inevitability collide. Mickey 17, 2025.
I guess I am feeling a little dizzy.
Oh, wow! Did you see that?
Mickey Barnes, designated expendable, joins a mission to colonize the ice planet Niflheim in 2054. Each time he dies, he's cloned, memories intact, to continue dangerous tasks no one else will risk. But as deaths mount, Mickey begins questioning the meaning of his existence, the ethics of his role, and whether survival is worth endless repetition. Mickey 17 blends dark comedy and sci-fi to probe mortality and identity. Predator Badlands 2025.
And you've come to the most dangerous planet in the universe. Here, you're not the predator. You're the prey.
Dek, a young predator cast out from his clan, crash lands on Genna, the Death Planet. Determined to reclaim honor, he seeks the ultimate adversary. Amid hostile terrain and relentless threats, he encounters Thea, a Wayland-Yutani android. Together, they forge an uneasy alliance, navigating betrayal, survival, and the hunt itself. This 7th installment in the Predator franchise delivers a brutal, action-driven tale where honor, survival, and unlikely bonds collide in the galaxy's deadliest arena, Community. One battle after another, 2025.
You know, you are so unsuitable for my daughter. My child comes from a whole line of revolutionaries. And you look so lost.
Bob, once a radical fighter in the French 75 insurgent group, now drifts in paranoia with his daughter Willa. When his old enemy reappears after 16 years and Willa vanishes, Bob must return to the battles he abandoned. The search for his daughter becomes a reckoning with his past, forcing father and child to face betrayal, violence, and the lingering scars of revolution in one battle after another. Superman 2025.
Now, as planned.
I'll destroy you.
And of course,
That reporter you always do interviews with.
Clark Kent, reporter and hero, struggles to reconcile his Kryptonian legacy with his human upbringing. In a world that sees truth and justice as outdated, he embarks on a personal quest to understand his heritage. When ruthless industrialist Lex Luthor frames him for an international conflict, Superman must clear his name, restore hope, and prove that compassion and courage remain humanity's greatest strengths in Superman. Sinners 2025.
What the hell going on?
You keep dancing with the devil. One day he's gonna follow you home.
Smoke and Stackmore, twin brothers hardened by years with the Chicago Mafia, return to Clarksdale, Mississippi in 1932 seeking redemption. They rebuild a sawmill and open a juke joint hoping for peace, but the past lingers, racism, violence, and a supernatural force rising from the Delta's shadows. As the brothers fight for survival, Sinners, directed by Ryan Coogler, becomes a chilling tale of family, redemption, and evil that refuses to stay buried. If you enjoyed these 13 new movies just added to HBO Max lineup, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and thanks for watching.